Nightlings, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be drawing my 3 least favorite Danganronpa 1 characters. As it currently stands, my 3 least favorite are Hifumi Yamada, which is the first one I'm drawing. The second one I will be drawing will be Yasuhiro Hagekure. That name is very hard to say. And the third is Sayaka Mizono. I think the reason I don't like Hifumi is because I feel like he's just so self-righteous and thinks that he's sort of better than everyone. I just kind of don't like his general vibe. Now for the drawing. I'm really just redrawing a sprite from each of them in my own style, but I still had a lot of struggles. For example, I wanted to keep a lot of elements from Hifumi, like his fat face. I guess I don't really know what else to put it like, but as you can see, I changed the big poofy chipmunk-looking cheeks I had because it just didn't look that good. I tried to keep his weird mouth, and I think I did it good enough justice, but it was still pretty weird for me and pretty hard. I think I kind of made his body lean to one side more than I wanted it to. As you can see, he's kind of leaning more into one side instead of just being nice and symmetrical like he is in the reference picture I used. I kept his derpy facial expression and eyes the same because that's just kind of part of him, but I gotta say I really do not like Hifumi's face and his eyes. I had trouble finding a correct shade for Hifumi's jacket, and I didn't want to just grab the same color from the reference picture, so I made it a kind of bluish gray, which if you put it next to the reference picture, you can tell that it's not really that close of a color, but if you didn't have the reference picture, I'd say that it still looks good enough. I think Hifumi's turned out my least favorite just because I kind of don't really like any of the shading that I did, and it was pretty hard for me to draw, especially with the backpack shoulders. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. This one turned out as my second favorite. It's Yasuhiro Hagekure. This one turned out as my second favorite, but I gotta say, and I've said this a lot before, his outfit is so complicated with his shirt and the belt, and then he has another shirt, and then he has a jacket that he didn't even fully put on. But it was just really hard to draw. As you can see, I didn't try that much, I guess, with it. Kind of just put little things coming off his shoulders. Decided that was good enough. I didn't know how to properly draw his hair, so I decided to just put a lot of little weird shapes overlapping onto each other, and I think it turned out like his hair, kind of. I think my favorite part about this was probably the most judging stare ever that I put on Hagekure. I mean, just look at that face. He's looking deep into your soul. He knows your deepest, darkest secret, and he's judging you for it. One of my least favorite ways to color something white, like a white shirt, is just do a plain white. And as you've probably noticed, if I have the option to, I like to do kind of like a beigey white, or a slightly gray, or a slightly blue white. And same for Hagekure, and that's what I did. I knew that individually filling each part of Hagekure's hair would take forever, so I colored each little part, I guess. Not exactly, each of the ends. And then I just removed the outline and colored it in that way. For each of these drawings, I tried to keep where the lighting is coming from on each side of them at the same spot. For each of them, it seems to be from their right. So of course, I put a lot of shading on Hagekure's left. The third and final one is Sayaka Mizono. I knew her drawing was probably going to be the least complicated because it's really just kind of the head, the hair, and her outfit, and that's pretty much it. For sure, I can say the reason I don't like Sayaka is because she's just such a bland person, and spoilers, she dies immediately. She doesn't really have a lot of character to her. She's just, oh, help Makoto, I'm in danger, and then just dies. There's nothing really that interesting about her to me. I was originally kind of struggling with the bow, but eventually I just decided to go for this kind of thin style with the two little things hanging down. I slightly altered her expression because I don't really like the way it is in the Sprite, because I know she's supposed to be talking in that one, but I don't like it with her mouth open, so I decided to close her mouth and kind of give her the shy girl type look. I think I gave her more of a yellowy pale skin color, so now she just looks like she's very sickly, but I still like the drawing. I don't like her original plain blue hair color because she's a pop singer. She needs something exciting that really pops out at people, so I decided to give her this really bright blue one. I think since Sayaka has a lot of lighter colors than the other two I drew, you could really tell where the shading was. I didn't like how it popped out so much. I gave her the final touches, and with that, she was done. Make sure to like and sub if you enjoyed, and 3 likes for a part 2.